This is one that I really enjoy showing you guys because it's illustrative of the power that ellipses give you. Okay, watch. Pick a degree of ellipse, any degree.
17.
That you, oh, well. What was that? Yeah, I talked about it. I didn't show it, but I talked about it. Okay. So the point is, when you guys really understand this, and you start using ellipses with spheres, again, this is the point in the lecture that I said I was going to repeat. Every form you draw is derivative from a square and a circle. Every single one. So, when you understand these ellipses well enough to really work with them knowledgeably, you understand, say, a 15-degree ellipse, or you know what that means, and you know how to represent that. You can start truly making these forms, and this is where I got the idea for the assignment next time. I mean, do you see where if you understand this and you go to draw your pirate, you can put the hat on him correctly? Because now his head is spherical. And it has a certain arc. The eye line is elliptical. The mouth line is elliptical when it's, one thing that people do on their heads that's really horrible when they're doing figure drawing is they'll draw a head and they'll do this. The only time that happens is when it's at your eye level. Now, usually a head is, but we're artists. We often want to do things like this. Have the dramatic upshot. Well, if you have the dramatic upshot, now you need to understand ellipses. You see what I mean? So you've got to be able to wrap things around forms. And it's hugely important if you're an animator. Because of the way people move, and they so seldom are moving flat. You always have to be thinking in terms of, oh, that's moving in 3D through a space. I think I might have mentioned this before, but when you guys are in the animation class and you're doing a brick drop, actually, I can't remember who I was talking to. I was talking to someone from last semester about, it was Rachel. I was talking to Rachel about doing her brick drop for 115, and I said, imagine a brick in a hamster ball where it perfectly fit. Those corners are turning in elliptical arcs as it's rotating. And so if you can understand this stuff, that can help you animate that, because you'll understand, it's going like it's falling in an arc. See what I mean? So this stuff is huge, and I really enjoy teaching the ellipses now because, you guys, this stuff doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not out there anywhere that I've found. Yeah.
Why don't you write a book?
I'm working on it. I was working on it last night, actually.
I think every class, I'm like, why are you writing? I know.
No, you guys, actually, I'm working on it, and I actually went to a talk this weekend that was about here's what I'm thinking about doing. The economics of publishing a traditional textbook are awful. You know, it's something like you spend 2 years of your life and you make $5,000 or something. I mean, it's really horrible, horribly bad economics. And also with perspective, it's tough because, you know, you've seen what these diagrams look like. Now imagine if someone wasn't there to explain it to you. You know, so what I'm working on is I want to do some little tiny ebooks where it's like, okay, you pay $2 and you learn everything I can tell you about sketching cubes, and it's 40 pages. And it has little animations that will animate, where you could watch the drawing happen and watch it cycle through as you're reading the description of what's going on. That's my idea. And I'd sell them for like $2 each, and hopefully sell bazillions of them. You know, because for $2 each, you know, people sometimes pay, they don't necessarily steal them. You know, that's my thought. And then do like do one on ellipses, do one on cubes, do one on mechanical cubes, you know. That's what I'm hoping for. Let me ask you guys, if I did that, would you guys buy them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are we going to see them?
Sure. I'll charge you $1.80. And if you can draw me a good cube, I'll give it to you for $1.50. Yeah.
I actually don't understand why the major axis on the cars is
Can you speak at home?
the major axis on the car. Why are they different angles?
Because they are always 90 degrees off the minor. So if you have say a vanishing point, and your minor axis is fanning out like this from the vanishing point, then the major is going to do this or this or this. You see what I mean? The major axis is at that angle because of the angle of the minor, because they always stay 90, no matter what. Yeah, so Alicia, I'm working on it, and actually, you guys, you know, I'd like to do it because you know, God, maybe it's just me, but I don't see how this could not help anyone trying to draw anything. Like, I can't understand that. You know, like, anyway.
Producing these books are a selfish thing because you want better artists.
Yeah, because I don't want people like drawing shadows like going on. You know, like, yeah, I almost crashed my car. Okay, see guys, here's what I'm going to actually have you do. I'm going to have you turn these in because I forgot to say one thing about this. You guys